In this video, we're taking a look at a range of rig boxes from the guys at Fox. Just another way they're trying to keep you more organised while you're out on the bank. Let's get down to my swim and take a closer look. Being organised while out on the bank is super important and should definitely not be overlooked. At the end of the day, the more efficient you are, the more effective you are. If you want to bank more fish, being organised is one of the easiest ways to do that. Luckily, the guys at Fox know that, and that is why they have released these 3 new rig boxes. So I guess we better take a good look at them. First of all, we have the medium-sized rig box, and well, like a lot of Fox products, it basically does exactly what it says on the tin. The outer material is made from a nice, tough and durable feeling plastic. You can also see that there is a scale on both sides, one side in centimetres and the other in inches, depending on which type of measuring system you like to work on. Now, when it comes to actually opening the box, you'll notice quite a bit of resistance, and that is due to the magnets in each corner of the box. They're there to basically just make sure this doesn't open unless you want it to. Internally, we have 2 rig boards and a small packet of 50 pins. And of course, they come in that lovely bright orange, the standard Fox colourway. Now, there is a single hook anchoring point on one side, the larger side, and there is a dual hook anchoring point, top and bottom, on the smaller side. And that's basically because each side is designed for different types of rigs. Now, the larger side is predominantly aimed at your longer rigs, so this can hold anything up to sort of 8.5 to 9 inches worth of rig, so that is suitable for 90% of anglers out there. The smaller side is absolutely perfect for solid bag rigs or even the small short combi sections for combi rigs. There's also the option for this to house even longer rigs by simply looping round the small anchor points on the ends. That being said, these would also work for things like ready-made booms. The dimensions of the medium rig box are 27 centimetres tall, 13 centimetres wide and 3.5 centimetres thick. The perfect size box for minimal fuss and minimal space taken up in your kit bag. Now, let's move on to the large rig box. So the large rig box has pretty much all of the same features that the medium one does, as you probably would expect, apart from, of course, the fact that it's larger. Internally, you will find an extra set of magnets, and that just again guarantees that it doesn't open unless you want it to. Now, this rig box will easily house rigs of up to 13 inches without having to double them back on themselves. So if you like to use long rigs like I do, I think it's a massively underrated tactic that people just do not do and will not incorporate into their fishing. Something you should definitely take a look at. If you like long rigs, then this is absolutely spot on. Or of course, you just want a little bit more real estate within your rig box, a little bit more space to keep things organised, to be able to move them around, then the large rig box is certainly worth considering. Now, this one is 35.5 centimetres tall, 13 centimetres wide, and again 3.5 centimetres thick. So it really is quite a step up from the medium one, and although this will take up more room in your kit bag, it will also hold a lot more rigs. So it all basically depends on what suits your angling. So I have indeed saved my favourite till last. This is the large rig and disc box, and I think if you want to change the way that you currently fish, you want to be more organised, then this will suit an awful lot of people that like to use a varied, different approach when they go fishing. Whether it be chod rigs or long hook links, short hook links, this is the one for you. Again, on the outer, we have that nice tough olive plastic and the 2 measuring guides. It's internally where the differences have been made. On this side, we have the rig board with the 2 raised hook anchoring points, and again, the anchoring points for booms and loops. On the other side, as you can see, the rig board has been halved in width, and that is to allow space for these discs down the side. Now, these 7 discs offer you a very simple but efficient way to hold a whole host of different rigs, because you wrap rigs around them as opposed to hooking them on and pulling them straight. Think of a Zig rig, for instance. You can quite simply wrap it round one of the discs. They were previously really quite difficult to store, and you end up having to tie new ones every single time you wanted to use one. Not the case anymore. Wrap it round, pop a little pin in it, and your job done. Something else which many of you have probably already thought of, those rigs that don't like to be straight, things like chod rigs or the chod section on a hinged stiff rig, Something like the discs will help you to store those with that correct curve in them. Obviously, if you were to use a conventional style rig board, you kind of have to pin it in various different ways, or some people just straighten them out and then re-steam them and recurve them when they get to the lake. It's a real faff and just not needed anymore. Also, a nice little side note is that the guys at Fox actually make pre-tied chod rig sections in various different sizes with various different hook patterns, and they actually come supplied on a disc which will fit directly into this rig box. Again, the guys at Fox have thought of absolutely everything to make this as simple as it possibly can be. Now, I think that pretty much covers everything that you need to know about the range of Fox rig boxes. All in all, a very cool little set that is designed to help you get fishing quicker. When it comes to prices, the range starts at $22.99 and goes up to $32.99. But as usual, I'm sure if you shop around online, there will be a deal to be had. Pop onto the Fox website if you need any more information, because there's loads of info, not just about these rig boxes, but obviously all the other fantastic Fox products. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It does make a big difference to our channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, hit the bell notification icon, because the last thing you want to do is miss out on any future uploads. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much.